going on, everybody? My name is Tendo, and welcome back to Mind for Business, where we study the mind and we take what we've learned and apply it to business. I believe that the mind is our attention, and I believe that business is better understood if we look at it through the lens of how we stay busy or how we spend our time. If you think you'd be a more successful entrepreneur, if you could better allocate your attention and better spend your time, then you're in the right place. Because today we're going to be investigating the question of how to sell. Now, this isn't obvious, but I think it is pretty simple once it's understood, and I think it clarifies a lot. Before we get into the question of how to sell better, we have to understand what it means to sell. Now, if you look up the history of the word sell, you'll find that it's closely tied to the idea of giving. So when you're selling, you're giving something away. And if you can sell in a profitable way, you will also give something away where the person that's receiving that item or that service feels compelled to reciprocate in one way or another. So how do we sell as an entrepreneur? Well, the first thing is that we should always be selling. But under this context of giving, we don't always have to be giving the main item. We can give information, we can give different forms of value that leads to a climax, you could say, of what we actually want to sell. So in real terms, that could mean, hey, I'm going to give you some information about, let's say, coffee that you might not have understood. And I'm not going to ask for anything in return. I'm just going to give this information freely. I'm freely going to give. Why? Because I believe that if you understand the things that we're making, our process, our product better, then you might feel more compelled to accept the thing that we're going to give away later that might have a price attached to it. So looking through the lens of selling is giving changes the way that we act and we move and we navigate the business landscape. It changes things. Now, if you found this information valuable, I'm not going to ask you to like, I'm not going to ask you to subscribe. I'm not going to go and ask you to tell a friend. What I am going to ask you to do as an entrepreneur is take this information and use it. Take this information, put it into your day-to-day and see what it does for you. Sell, give under this new definition and see what it does for you. Thanks for your time.